for sure.
We don't have to open wide.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jeremy.
You look so stupid that day, Jeremy.
Right?
Yeah.
Dum-dums.
I played his game.
What the f*** are you guys doing?
I think people enjoyed
Seriously?
it.
I know, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
where'd you get this this deal to open your mouth?
When we get me, Chris, and Ling Ling here, I think it's fun. And JT.
JT's the best.
JT is good.
JT's needling of Chris is all-time best.
Yeah, but Lynn don't like to play with JT.
In this episode of Weekly Poker Hand, we're taking a look at an interesting spot where my poker student, Slick Rick, makes a pretty good hand. Spoiler alert, a straight flush. We are playing a 25-50 ante game. The structure pre-flop's a little bit convoluted. We're not going to get into it today. But in this hand, Dylan limps under the gun with ace-9 offsuit, which is reasonable. Big John playing 7,600 deep, raises it up to 300 with the ace of hearts, king of clubs. Ling Ling calls under the gun +2 with the king, jack of spades. Slick Rick calls with the 7-6 of hearts in middle position. And then they fold back around to Dylan, who calls as well. It is worth noting that Slick Rick is playing $30,000 deep with Dylan, so stacks are pretty deep. Let's go to the flop.
Who said so? Why you
Who said so?
I love JT.
Slick Rick with a flush. Big John with the ace of hearts.
You know JT look like a movie guy? The
Body with the jack of hearts and a straight draw.
Lord of the Ring, the little jumping
Oh,
the mark jumping on the trees. Yeah.
but Chris has a lot of fans though. Yeah.
The flop is pretty good for Slick Rick. It comes 9 of hearts, 8 of hearts, 3 of hearts, giving him a flush. Dylan has top pair, no flush draw. Big John has the ace-high flush draw, +2 over cards. Everybody else has nothing. They check around a Slick Rick who bets 800. Fatty also sticked around pre-flop with jack of hearts, 10 of diamonds. And they just let it go. Fatty makes a good fold in this spot. This is a scenario where sometimes you're drawing dead. And even if you do improve to a flush that's good, you probably won't get paid off all that much. And if you make a straight and it's the best hand, you probably won't get paid off that much. So, Fatty folds. Dylan, with the top pair, no flush draw, decides to call. And I think this is fine, but this is a spot where multi-way, you have to proceed with a lot of caution. When you're playing multi-way, you really want to have some potential to improve to a very, very strong hand. And top pair is normally a good hand in a heads-up pot, even on a 3-flush board. But I think if there's ever a spot to let it go, it is 5 ways on a 3-flush board. Dylan sticks around, though. Big John calls as well with the ace-high flush draw. Let's head to the turn.
Yeah, of course. I used to be, when I first watched Hustler, I was in China. I said, oh my God, who is this guy? Yeah, I watched him.
Dylan with top pair still in there.
Now I'm so sick of him.
See what sizing Slick Rick goes with here.
When I was playing, like maybe after like a year or 2 on the show, I was in Vegas, and I meet this Chinese guy, like random guy at the table. And he looks at me, and he's like, and he's like looking like he knows me. I'm like, have you met before? He goes, no. He goes, in China, we call you dark books.
Yes.
I'm like,
What's that mean?
huh? Like,
He goes dark when he's stirred it.
angry. Yeah. That was just so funny.
The turn is the 5 of spades. A great card for Slick Rick because, well, Slick Rick still has what's almost always the best hand. Dylan checks. Big John checks. The pot is 4,000 and Slick Rick goes 2,500. It is worth noting, typically in multi-way pots, you want to use smaller sizings in general, just because no one has much of a range and or nut advantage. However, in live poker, I do think you should use slightly bigger sizes than you should in game theory optimal world. And we see Slick Rick doing exactly that. He's doing exactly what I taught him to build the pot in live poker when people just call a little bit too often. And they don't realize that marginal flush draws and marginal pairs, with or without a flush draw, are not that good. If they're going to call 1,200, they're probably going to call 2,500. I know that may seem like a stretch, especially if you come from online game theory optimal math world. But in live poker, people do not like to fold hands with equity, especially when they are on the flop or the turn. They want to see what the river card brings. Slick Rick does go 2,500. Dylan, top pair, no flush draw calls. At this point, I would definitely fold it. And Big John with the ace high flush draw calls too. Let's go to the river.
Slick Rick bets again and again a couple of calls.
Like a Chinese broadcaster.
Oh, wow.
Because the Chinese can
Straight
do-
flush for Slick Rick. And Big John with the ace of hearts.
I watched too.
Well, Big John with only half pot behind.
He can not a
Can only lose so much here.
He selects some hands.
Gambling's illegal in China, right?
Still a pretty
No.
disgusting
Only in Macau.
river card here.
But they have a name for everyone. I'm the Kevin hater.
Looks like Big John is just going to lead all in.
Kevin hater?
Yeah, 'cause I hate
11,000.
Kevin.
11.
The river is the 10 of hearts. A disaster for Big John because he makes the ace high flush. Not the nut flush, the ace high flush. They check around to Slick Rick. He bets 11,000. If I was to be reviewing this hand for Slick Rick for one of our coaching sessions, by the way, on pokercoaching.com, we have a bunch of coaching sessions that I have done with Slick Rick. He agreed a few months ago to allow me to record all of the sessions we do together and put them online for our poker students at pokercoaching.com. Make sure you check it out. In this scenario, if I was him, I probably would have bet even bigger because you really, really, really want to stack Dylan or win a bunch of Dylan's money when he happens to have the flush, if he has the ace high flush. So I think I would have gone bigger in this spot, not only 11,000, which is roughly the size of the pot. Anyway, he rips it in for 11K. Is that really ripping in? He should have ripped it in. He makes it 11K. Let's see what happens.
No, John checks.
Chris.
Huh?
Slick Rick puts in 11K. Big John calls all in.
Straight flush.
And Slick Rick is going to stack him with a straight flush.
Guys.
What's going on in this
What's
game?
going on today?
Holy Christmas.
Dude. What the?
Can I have the 25 I gave John back? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding.
How they call me, Lil?
Wow.
You?
That's so sick. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I do remember. But yeah, you
That's
just have
gross.
a name.
Nice hand, kid. Nice hand. Nice hand. Yeah, nice hand.
Well, enjoy your last time on Hustler Casino Live.
It's great knowing you guys.
Ace 9 makes the easy fold. Ace high flush makes the easy call and is shown the bad news. The way Big John flipped it up, I think he thought he won the hand. Let me know in the comment section down below. Go back and rewind us. Do you think Big John thought he won the hand based on his reaction? Let me know down below. And while you're down there, click the like and subscribe button. And make sure you head over to pokercoaching.com and check out all those coaching sessions I have done with Slick Rick. Good luck, have fun, and when you play the 7-6 of hearts, I hope you make the straight flush.